Caterpillar's Magic, the secret power of kindness and courage. Once upon a time, in a lush green forest, there lived a community of caterpillars. The caterpillars were a happy and carefree bunch, spending their days munching on leaves and basking in the sun. In this forest, there was a magical tradition that on full moon night, every adult caterpillar would spin a cocoon and enter a deep sleep, and when it awoke the next morning, it would emerge from the cocoon with its beautiful wings outstretched. The caterpillars were eagerly awaiting the next full moon. They would gather together every night to share stories and sing songs about the magic of metamorphosis. The night of the full moon finally arrived, and the caterpillars were all filled with excitement. They spun their cocoons and entered their deep sleep, but something strange happened. The caterpillars' magic disappeared. The caterpillars remained caterpillars, no matter how long they waited. The caterpillars were devastated. They didn't understand what had happened to their magic. They tried everything they could think of to get their magic back, but nothing worked. One day, a young caterpillar named Charlie decided to take matters into his own hands. He was determined to find out why the caterpillar's magic had disappeared and to get it back. Charlie set off on a journey through the forest. He talked to every creature he met, but no one could give him an answer. He climbed the highest mountains and swam the deepest rivers, but he couldn't find any trace of the missing magic. One day, Charlie came to a clearing in the forest. In the middle of the clearing was a mysterious old tree. The tree was covered in strange symbols and carvings. Charlie had never seen anything like it before. Charlie approached the tree and placed his hand on its trunk. As soon as he did, he saw a vision. He saw a dark figure lurking in the shadows. The figure was holding a staff, and from the staff flowed a black mist. The mist was spreading through the forest, stealing the caterpillar's magic. Charlie opened his eyes and followed the trail of the black mist through the forest. The trail led him to a cave deep in the heart of the forest. Charlie entered the cave and found himself in a large chamber. In the center of the chamber was the dark figure. The figure was tall and imposing, with glowing red eyes. "Who are you?" Charlie demanded. "I am the one who has stolen your magic," the figure replied. "I am the one who has brought darkness to your forest." "Why have you done this?" Charlie asked. "Because I am greedy," the figure replied. "I want all the power for myself." "But you can't have it," Charlie said. "The magic belongs to the caterpillars. It is their birthright." "We'll see about that," the figure said. The figure raised its staff and unleashed a blast of black mist at Charlie. Charlie dodged the blast and charged at the figure. The two of them fought fiercely, but the figure was too powerful. Charlie was just about to be defeated when he remembered the vision of the tree. And he unleashed a blast of energy at the figure. The blast of energy hit the figure and knocked it to the ground. The staff fell from the figure's hand and shattered. The black mist dissipated, and the magic returned to the forest. The caterpillars were overjoyed to have their magic back. They transformed into beautiful butterflies and filled the forest with their colors and song. Charlie was hailed as a hero. He had saved the forest and the caterpillars' magic. The night of the full moon finally arrived, and the caterpillars were all filled with excitement. They spun their cocoons and entered their deep sleep. Charlie has also converted into a young caterpillar, and he has to go through the metamorphosis magic. He had always dreamed of becoming a butterfly, but he was also a little bit scared of the unknown. Charlie closed his eyes and focused on the feeling of the transformation taking place. He felt his body changing and his wings growing. It was a strange feeling, but it was also exhilarating. After what felt like an eternity, Charlie felt himself waking up. He slowly pushed his way out of his cocoon and opened his eyes. He was a butterfly. Charlie's wings were a shimmering shade of blue, and his body was covered in delicate scales. He flexed his wings and felt the power of flight coursing through his veins. Charlie fluttered out of his cocoon and joined the other butterflies. He spent his days flying through the forest and exploring new places. He was grateful for the gift of transformation, and vowed to use his new powers to make the world a better place. Moral of the story: greed is a dangerous thing. It can lead us to do terrible things. But kindness and courage are always stronger than greed.